Hi everyone, it's Rachel here. So I thought I would start working in my little journal that my sister gave me, documenting our holiday. And so I printed out some of my sister's wonderful digitals that she has because I thought they would work really well in there. Printed out a whole lot, some of her Christmas ones. They're all available in her shop, so I'll link her shop below. And then I've got my bag of goodies here, some of these napkins that I showed you before. Hopefully I can stay on screen. That's my New Year's resolution, is to stay on screen and not go off. So excuse me, I'll just get my bag out. I probably should have done this beforehand. So this is a bit of the wrapping paper that I used to wrap my sister's birthday present. So I kept a piece of that. I've got Christmas cards. Oh, that's a piece of that avocado dyed. So I've kept all of these things. I may or may not put them in. I might keep them all over here on the right hand side, because when I put things up in front of me, what happens? I get pushed off screen. So what I'm looking for at the moment, oh, that was the Hobart race. We went out on the spectator boat, so I kept a couple of those. These are my tickets here. What's this? That's my ticket. I probably don't need to keep out the printout. I've got all of my boarding passes here. Look at that lovely card, isn't it gorgeous? I know I've got to stay above a certain line, so let's see if I can. My problem is then I get distracted. And that was the last day we went to Bill's in Bondi for brekkie. That's another one of those. Gosh, so many. Oh, this is from my mum's friends. It's called Escape. Her shop in Bowral. It's on 337 Bonbon Street. It's the most beautiful escape map, it's called. Most beautiful antique Japanese and Indian pieces of furniture and small items. I bought a beautiful necklace there. Handmade necklace. So there's more. How many boarding passes? So many boarding passes. That's the Sydney to Hobart. So I thought my dad gave me that. I don't know why, but because I'm not a yachty. He is, but I'm not. But anyway, I might take a piece out of there to put in my journal to remember. What else do I have? Just going through quickly. This is some of the wrapping paper my sister gave me to wrap my presents, because she's got so much wrapping paper. She said, don't go out and buy any, just use mine. Let's pop the Prosecco Aussie style. That's my dad. That's my dad gave Steffi a birthday present, even though it was, and this was some wrapping paper from my mum, so I thought that's just gorgeous. So I'll keep that. And this was wrapping paper also from my mum. Isn't that beautiful? And then these little cards are gorgeous. That's from that paper shop that I showed you before. So I got those to use. Aren't they beautiful? To use also in the journal. Not cheap, but very pretty. And then I kept all of these sort of things from some of those from the incomplete embroideries that I bought. So I may or may not put some of those in as well. Okay, so we can get started. I've got no idea what I'm going to do. So, oh, I see. Yes, Sarah told me she's learnt a lesson as to how she made it. She needed to do it slightly different. So I might have to fix that there. But what will I put here? I also printed some, oh, excuse me, that's Sydney, Dubai. Oh, I'm choking. Okay. So I need to think about this now. Where am I going to start? These were the cute Christmas cards that I used on my gifts. I had a couple left over, so I kept those. I'm just thinking, how do I want to start? Well, no. Who's that from? That's probably from, yes, that's from Dear Natalie. I'll have to keep that one. Oh, why don't I have a look in here at the wonderful things my sister gave me? Oh, first of all, what about this envelope? It's just gorgeous. There's lots of stuff in here. Maybe I'll put the envelope. I don't want to cover up. Then I'm covering up for koala. Sassy, what are you doing to me? I might make that a flip. How about I make a flip, because then you get that beautiful side as well. That's what I'll do. Now, how am I going to attach that? Because that is fabric. So, let me just think about this for a second. I've got fabric here. So I think I need to use PVA. And I think I'll use a washi tape. Don't think I'll use one of those because they don't really go, but I might. Oh dearie me, my washi tape is covered by all my other stuff. Just a second. Okay, here's my Christmas washi tapes. The first time they're coming out this year. And let's have a look. Oh, I like this. Well, that's not Christmas, but I like that one. That one? Yes, I'm going to use that one, even though it's not Christmas. It's something my sister would use. It's very Sarah. Now, if I'm talking quietly, I do... Oh, that came off. I do apologise. Steph's asleep. It's afternoon here, but we're all jet lagged. I got up at 2, and Steph got up at about 4, which is unheard of for him on the weekend. So he was struggling. I was struggling before, but I was lying on the couch. I've been catching up on. I'm going to put that there. I'm hoping this is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put PVA on this side. I probably haven't used my glue for ages. Who knows what state it's in. Because the PVA will, in theory, stick well to the fabric. Okay. And then I wanted to see if my sister gave me any labels or something that I could stick on there, and then I'll be able to write something. So I'm going to glue that there, and then I need to put something on that side. I might not use the same one. I like to mix it up a little bit, and you kind of need one that's not too narrow. I'm going to use this green one here. I bought this when I was in Australia the last time, 1.5 years ago. So that's going to go there. Yep, that's going to do it for me. So I'm not covering up that dear koala. And as I get into this, then I can start telling you some of the things that went on. So I actually haven't put any PVA under there, but I think it'll be okay because it's got PVA on the other side. And then I can decide what I want to put in there. So it's a good idea to have my... am I recording? Yes. Oh, and I'm on screen. But that's my New Year's resolution, is to stay on screen. Right, now I'm going to look in Sarah's. So now I've lost my... Oops, I dropped something sticky. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Now, she gave me all these wonderful things. Now I don't have that pocket anymore for these things. So what I need to do... Aren't they wonderful? Look at that. That's from a book. See, I would just stick that there. Oh, and that's from one of her embroideries. It's just fantastic. Oh, well, that one could be good. So that's one of Ceci's. Otherwise, I could put something like that. No, I think I like that one more at the moment. So let me just... So now you get to see what's in here, because Sarah didn't get to do a flip through. So that's that pile. I want to keep it all together. What have I got in here? Oh, so much stuff. This all looks like little stuff. This is all little stuff. I don't want little stuff for this one. Ho ho ho. I like the ho ho ho. What's that say? Believe. Cute. And then what is there? What's this? Oh, that's that original one. I love that. That's going to go in a pocket somewhere. That is beautiful. Thank you, Sass. And then in here, oh, labels. But not quite big enough. Just let's have a look here. Because I do like that there. think it goes really well with the background. I could put something like that. I know I'm off screen here, as I've already started. I could put something like that. I love that. Maybe I'll do that. That's what's going to go there, and I can write. Or just a minute, there's this one here. No, I think I like that one. Okay, good. So I'm going to put those back in the little envelope that Sass gave me. And I'm going to keep it all together as it was. That was all clipped together. Isn't that beautiful, that postcard? I'll put those there. These have now lost their home because they were in there, but they'll just go there. And oh, this is fantastic having all this stuff to play with that Sarah gave me. Now, I've still got all of my mess here from when I was showing you guys what I brought home. Here's, so I hope I haven't got my face in the camera. Here we go. I want this. So that's already a sticker, I think. They're from AliExpress. I'm pretty sure Sarah got them from AliExpress. Hope you can hear me. Most people can hear me because I'm recording on my telephone. I'm not using my iPad. I am speaking quietly because, as I said, Steph's sleeping. But if you have trouble hearing, it will depend on your device. Every device is different. And as I've mentioned before, you could just use your... sometimes when you buy a phone, you get little earbud things, you know, like... what do you call them? Headphones, things that so you can listen, earbuds. So you can stick those in, and sometimes you can hear better. That's what I do when I can't hear someone so well. By no means am I suggesting that you go out and buy earphones. Okay. So we'll stick this down. And I'm not going to document every day. I'm just going to document bits here and there. I'll probably print out a few photographs here and there and just write a few things. I'm certainly not documenting every day. Love that. That's going to go there. And I'm going to stick this down. Is this a sticky one, or do I have... No, it's a sticker. It's a sticker. Good. So that's going to stick there. I hope it's not going to be one of those things that I start and never finish. Let's hope. Here's hoping. And I might, as I haven't had a chance to play with my lovely... Am I showing you? Yes, washi tapes. I might just use a little bit of them in this. So which would I like to use? That could be cute. I'd like something green. That could stand. No, not that one. I think I'll put that one there. So in this tray, I've mostly got, oh gosh, well, I don't actually care if they tear. I've mostly got ones that I would consider a bit more Christmassy. Just stick that down there. There we go. It's kind of weird, but anyway, I've done it. And that is, those are my first 2 pages. So I might put my boarding passes in there or something, a couple of them. I won't put all of them in there because there's too many, as you can see. And now here, we've got our first page. And so I guess I could tell you, so basically I had, where's my little, I need to get my little paper trimmer. There it is. So let's move this up here and I'll trim. So basically, I booked our tickets on Friday the 13th and Lulu's like, Mum, why did you do that? Friday the 13th is an unlucky day for the Anglo-Saxons. In Italy, it's the Friday the 17th. So, yeah, I just thought, well, I live in Italy, so Friday the 17th is the day, so therefore I can book on Friday the 13th, if you know what I mean. And I'm not that suspicious anyway. But Lulu, you know, she's not truly suspicious, but she was kind of worrying about it a little bit, I think, in the back of her mind. And so she, anyway, I made, I always do that, I made Steffi leave way too early. We got to the airport the the check-in wasn't even open yet because, you know, I'm a nervous Nelly when I travel. I've travelled a lot, obviously I've travelled by myself around the world, and when I was younger, and I've obviously been backwards and forwards to Australia a lot, but I'm nervous. I'm always worried about missing the plane. I don't know why. My dad is highly. Look, there's a photograph here of me and my husband on the plane. It's a silly photograph. You can see me, but you don't need to see my hubby. I haven't asked him. Anyway, so yeah, my dad thinks it's hilarious because my dad is Mr. Last Minute Man, and so is his wife, and they just, you know, they can't cope with me being nervous, so they now get me to the airport early because they can see that I'm hyperventilating. But they do have a giggle about it. Anyway, I'm waffling, getting off topic. So anyway, these are the pictures, the photos I've printed out so far. And they are just the journey to Australia. Quite a few photos. As I said, I'm not going to document everything, so I printed out a lot of photographs. Right, so basically what happened, we got up there really early because the autostrada from here to Bologna can quite often have terrible traffic. It's happened to my dad before when I was taking him to the airport. And so, yep, I made everybody get up and we left early. And anyway, so we get there and we had to wait to check in. And I'm just having a look here what else my sister gave me. Oh, isn't that like, oh, that's going to be nice on there. So, yeah, so we got there really early. And Stefano's rolling his eyes, as he does. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, Sarah, you gave me the best stuff to play with. You really did. And I need a glue book. You see, everything's put away. Where are my glue books? I'm going to glue on my old papers. Oh, here's one. So, yeah, so anyway, so we got there really early, not a hiccup, and I said to Lily, see, no problem at all. We're here, we checked in, we went through, and everything was fine. We waited to get on the plane. We get on the plane, and it starts to sort of do mixed rain and snow. But, it was nothing major or anything like that. And so we're sitting there on the plane, and as we're sitting there on the plane, the snow is getting thicker and thicker and thicker, heavier and heavier and heavier, like no more mixed rain and snow, but we had a snowstorm. And we were supposed to leave at 2:30. We were all on the plane by 2, so we could have left on time because it still wasn't that bad. But what happened was, and I'm sorry for those who travel in business class, but when I found out in Dubai, I was not impressed. 5 people from business class called Emirates and said, oh, true Italian style, I'm sorry Italians, but true Italian style, they said, oh, we're running late, we'll be there in a minute, can you wait for us? They must have been very important people, who knows, because the airline waited for them. And in the meantime that they waited for them, so in the meantime, this is the photograph of the rain and snow. And Lulu's relaxing. That's Lulu, and she's relaxing. She's starting to select her film, thinking we're going to take off any minute. In the meantime that we've waited for these people, this is what happened. Within half, that we didn't leave at 2:30. From 2:30 until 3, this is what happened. And here's another one. So, total snowstorm. The next thing, the pilot comes on and he says, oh, obviously not telling us. So I'll put that photograph there. That folds out. So I might trim it down. So as I did it with my cutter, I think I'll do it with my cutter again. Yeah, so he didn't tell us about the waiting for the business class people, and that's why we sort of got stuffed up, excuse the expression. but basically, yes. So he came on and he said, oh, with the snowstorm, the runway is closed for 15 minutes. They've got to clear the runway because, of course, true Italian style too, totally unprepared for a snowstorm. They just didn't even, they weren't actually, to be fair, weren't even expecting it. It was meant to maybe snow around 4:30, and we were meant to be well and truly gone. It didn't snow anywhere else, apparently. One of the mums told me that I saw yesterday that it didn't snow anywhere else. Anyway, he said, oh, they'll clear the runway and then we should be set to go. The next thing he comes on, after another half an hour or 45 minutes, we're sitting there happily watching our movies, and you know, we had a connection. We had bit more than 3 hours for our connection when we got to Dubai, so I was still relaxed. And then he comes on again and he says, oh, well, they've cleared the runway, but we've got to de-ice the plane. And I'm like, oh, God. And he said, but we're second in line to get the plane de-iced. And I'm like, okay. So we wait, and then another 40 minutes goes, and he comes on, he says, oh, for some reason, we're fourth down the line to de-ice the planes. They're not coming, so we'll keep you posted when we're going to de-ice the plane. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. And Lulu, at this stage, is realising that we might miss our plane. And so what I could do, is put these two, one there and one there, and it can flip out, you see. That's what I might do. That's a good idea. That's a good way to sort of, well, I don't really have to. I could put that one there. Maybe I'll put that one there. Put that one there. And then I might attach something here that I can write on, because it's quite a long story, isn't it? So basically, finally, then he says, after another half an hour, oh, they're coming to de-ice the plane, but they're only sending one truck, so it's meant to take like half an hour. Instead, it's going to take more because they're only sending one de-icer, and this is a big plane, and goodness knows why they're only sending us. You know, so it's, such Italian hoorah at the airport. And so, yep, and then we're finally ready to go. We've been de-iced, and they try to go, and nothing's happening, and they said, oh, we can't go because we've got too much snow in front of the plane, so we will, they're going to pull us. So they got these trucks. They had 4 trucks trying to pull the plane, and the trucks were slipping in the snow. So then then he came back on and he said they had to clear the pathway in front of us. So finally they did that. We left a little more than 3 hours later. So we've been sitting on the plane for 3 hours. So basically a 6-hour trip took 9 hours. A bit over 9 hours. So we landed in, and Lulu had shed a few tears because she was panicking. I said, don't worry. I got up and asked the flight attendants that they actually didn't know very much what happens in these case scenarios. But anyway, I got up and asked them, and they said that they would look after us. So we basically landed when our other plane was taking off, and we were supposed to arrive in Sydney. Isn't that gorgeous? We were supposed to arrive in Sydney at I'm just looking here to see what I could use. At 10:30 at night, but we are instead arrived at isn't that gorgeous? Oh, that could be nice. Little splash of colour. Keep changing my mind. Maybe put that up there. Could put that. Let me see. I'm getting a bit of a reflection here from my ring light. Sorry about that, guys. Do you hear the bells? Isn't that lovely? Yep. So, that's. I got to glue that. That's not a sticker. Yep. So we were supposed to arrive at 10:30 at night. Had we made our connection? So we get off the plane, and there were a lot of other Italians that they had missed the flight as well, so we weren't alone. Anyway, they were very organised, Emirates. They had a man there that said Sydney, and he gave us new boarding passes. We were basically going to get on a plane at 10:15 in the morning the next day, and they put us in their Emirates hotel, which is down the road, and and we had like, you know, it was, you know, obviously you don't get charged because it's their fault. So yeah, we got the Emirates, in the Emirates hotel, and sort of thing, and then we could have breakfast. So I've got to tell you, the airport in Dubai is huge, and it probably took us 45 minutes to walk all the way down to get to the exit. And then we got to the hotel. We only had about sort of 4.5 hours by the time we got to our hotel room before we had to sort of get up, go and have breakfast, and get back to the airport. So I didn't sleep, but at least you get to have a shower and refresh yourself and feel better and relax and all that sort of thing. So that's what we did. I think I might like to attach that one there, and then I'll put something on the back that I can write on. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put it there like that. Yeah, so you know, that was good. And in reality, we ended up getting to Sydney the next morning at 7 o'clock. So really, it didn't make, you know, such a huge difference to our trip, because we wouldn't have gotten back to my dad's until sort of 11:30 midnight by the time we got our baggage and all that sort of stuff the night before, and we probably would have had trouble sleeping. So it actually worked out to be fine, but it was a very long trip, let's just say that. But when we arrived, it's always, I just love, when I arrive there, I just love it. I just feel like I'm home, and I love, you know, catching up with my family. And, you know, my dad takes us all out to breakfast, and even my mum, even though they're sort of divorced, and, you know, they're sort of at a spot in their life where they can get along now, so that's really great. And yeah, so we went and had brekkie, and I saw my little nephews, and I met my new nephew. I'm just looking for some paper. Oh, I know. I do have, where did I put all of those things? Yeah, so it was very nice, very nice. It didn't really matter that we had arrived late or anything like that. So yeah, so that was a very long story, wasn't it? I think I'm going to use some of this, and I'm going to tear it. I'm going to tear down here. This is also in one of Sarah's digitals, and I am going to trim. I need to tear it a bit more. It's okay, we can use that strip for something else. And I need to put it, oh gosh, that's just typical of me. I've torn it too small to get another piece. Why don't I trim this off first? I could have used my cutter. Would have been the smart thing to do. Let's just use the excuse that we're jet lagged. Yeah, so that is the beginnings of my trip. There you go. There you have it. So I'm just going to actually use my trimmer here, because I used it to trim the photographs, and it'll be very wobbly if I don't. I do apologise. I do hope you can hear me. I really do. I'm hoping against all hopes that you can hear me. Okay, and I'm just trying to get myself back into the swing of things. It's been, so we arrived back late Thursday, and I think I mentioned it in my other video. I lasted about 3 hours, and then I was out to the world, sort of thing. And this is going to hang on around for a good 5 to 6 days with me. I have trouble getting over the jet lag. It's really terrible. It's because I don't sleep much, so yeah, it takes me a while. I mean, Lulu's almost right back into it, and Steph seems to be struggling a bit more this time. He normally has no struggle at all. He's been getting up early. Normally he doesn't do that. And I'm usually feeling envious that he can sleep so well. But this time he's been up early. I've actually enjoyed it because he keeps me company. Very selfish, I know. There we go. So I can write there. And I'm feeling like this is a little bit plain. So let's have a look in Sarah's lovely ephemera folder and see what do I have that can embellish. Look at all these yummy things. There's lots of yummy things in here. Now she did give me the washies. Where are the washies? Don't know. Oh, I love that. Love the bird. No, that's too big. We don't want anything too big. We don't want a big Christmas tree. Could put, oh, I quite like that. That's interesting. I like that. I'm going to put that there. I love having all these little goodies to play with. Is that a sticker? No, I think that must be from, it must be from some sort of, I better use PVA, I think, on that, because I'm sticking it onto photo paper. So this photo paper that I used, it just came, what did it come with? It's HP, but I didn't buy it. It was with something. Maybe, oh, I know, with an old printer that I had, you used to like buy the inks and you got the papers as well. You got photo paper, a pack of photo paper with the ink. That's what it was, and they're very old and I've never used them. And now that I've got my other HP printer, I decided to just give it a go, because I actually, the Eco Tank, I don't actually, well, the one that I have, I don't actually like the, I don't like the photographs, the way they come out. The colours don't print out well at all. So no, I don't like those, but I have always enjoyed, is that a bit too much? Oh, I kind of like it. I'm going to do it. Why not? I'm going to stick that on there. Is that weird? No, because then I could trim that off. Yep, I'm going to stick that on there. Ho, ho, ho. Yep, so yeah, I don't actually really like the, I'll trim that off right now. The way they print out with the Eco Tank, the photographs, the one that I have. Some of the, I don't have the, you know, top end edition of the Eco Tank. So possibly one of the more expensive ones may print better photographs. But the HP, even my old bodgy HP that I had, this HP I bought it on sale, but it was slightly better quality one than the one I had before. It is a slightly better quality one. And the printout of the photographs is great. So, yes, I'm very happy with that. And you'll be pleased to know I have sent off, I've returned it, my printer, it's gone off, and who knows when it'll come back, if it ever comes back, my Eco Tank that was broken. I like that. Because this photograph is, you know, it's all snowy and grey, I did feel like it needed a bit of colour, and I really do like that. I'm going to write there, I've got Lulu there, I've got that. Now this one here, what am I doing here? This needs something. Maybe, because it is Christmas, so we could have a Christmas tree. I don't think we'll have Santa, because his big belly, he's going to cover up everything. What else do I have? I mean, this pack is full of yummy stuff. I should bring it over and share it with you. I love her. Let's pull her out. I love everything that you gave me, Sass. It's really wonderful. This could be an epically long video. Super long. Which way does that go? Like that. So I could put something like that there. I think I'll put, no, I don't think I want to put her there. Let's see what else I've got. You know me, decisions are the worst. I've got those, they're all little, oh, gorgeous photographs, stickers. Truly what? No, I don't understand. Where did my washies go? I must have an envelope here somewhere. Oh, I like that. Nope. That's too big, I think. That's way too big. Got Santa here. Angry Santa. Oh, love those. They don't go though. I did want to exclusively use all these goodies that my sis sent me, and not pull out like I've got all the lovely Dreams etc. ones as well. Oh look, lots of words. What about some words? Let's put "'Tis the season to be jolly" because Lulu certainly wasn't jolly. I'm going to stick that right there so you can see it. She was not jolly, she was fretting. And what else do I have here? I've got that one. Super cool stuff. Oh, look at that sticker, that's cool. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And then there's that one. There's more stickers and that. Okay, so I'll put those in there. Oh, I know there's something attached at the back. Okay, that's where they are. No, they're not. What have I done? Because those washies could be good. Where are they? They're not there. They're not in there. Or are they? They could be. Let's have a look. That's a sticker. Oh, there's a few little ones in here. This is where they are. Here they are. These are my sister's washies. I found them. Oh, I love that. Aren't they gorgeous? About if I were to put that there. Yep, that's it. See, I knew it. I knew that these were going to be the good ones. But they are quite hard sometimes to peel off. There we go. Oh, great. Oh, it's super sticky. That's not going to go anywhere. Sorry about the reflection of the photo paper. Very good. I like, you can watch videos on YouTube how to make the fabric washi. But you've got to get the good carpet double-sided tape. This is very good. It's better than the carpet tape that I've got. So now I'm happy with that page. Great. I'll put those back in there. Now what's next? I've got that flipping, and then I've got this page. And this page I could put Happy Joe, Happy Mummy and Daddy. And I might put, I'll probably need some more writing space, and I know Sarah gave me some, but I did choose some of these that I felt like, I'm thinking more this one. And these, and I quite often get this question and I forget to say, these ones are printed on just presentation paper. Presentation paper is a paper that's slightly better quality than regular copy paper. And it's about 120 GSM, whereas the regular copy paper I have is between 70 and 90 GSM. So it's not quite a cardstock, but it's just a better quality paper. And I guess they call it like a presentation paper because if you were doing a presentation, you'd probably be more inclined to print out on that one, that particular paper, rather than a flimsy sort of copy paper. Now let me just see if this one's going to work. What I wanted to do was, do I want to stick it over the photograph or under the photograph? Like I could have it there. I'm thinking I might need a different shaped one. Could like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to put up with me while I just cut a few out. I do whiz around, like I don't worry about being too perfect. And then I've got, after that photograph, that's still before takeoff and we're still not fretting yet. Well, Steffi doesn't fret, he just lets me do all the fretting. But basically, then I've got a photograph of Dubai, and then I've got a photograph coming into Sydney. I think I like this one. Yeah, I think I'll stick that down, but I think I might even have it coming over the photograph. I might stick the photograph down first. No, I think I like the photograph over that, so I'm going to glue that down. Just going to use glue stick. And then I think I'll sign off because this is a very long video. Getting right back into it, aren't I? I hope I'm on screen. Oh yes, really on screen today. Doing a great job. I must congratulate myself for being on screen. Okay. Isn't that pretty? And then I'll stick that there. I'm going to use tape. I might need to get some more double-sided tape because I don't know why. I just like to stick the photographs in with double-sided tape. So I also have some die cuts from In Love Arts, and I've been too tired to do anything with them, but I will certainly get onto that tomorrow. That's going to be my first thing I have to get done, is to do the videos and show what I got from them, and we'll make some stuff. That'll be fun. And then I'm going to get started. I've got a couple of orders to do, so I'll get started on the first one. Now this year, this is what I wanted to say, I'm not going to have a big long list of journals I have to make for people, because I found last year it really sort of took over, and I couldn't expand my horizons and do new things, and you know, like fitting and doing more digital kits, and I want to do some more, create some more courses. I've got some really fun things that I've been sort of mucking around with and everything, and if my list gets too long, I just feel it hinders me. So I'm only going to have 4 people on my list at a time, and I'm not going to take any more requests for journals until I've finished those, or maybe I'm on the last one, those journals, so I don't feel overwhelmed by the sheer quantity of sort of orders that I have to get through, if you know what I mean. And I hope that's not going to upset anybody, but that's how it's going to work this year, because it was just too much last year. I did get things done, but not everything that I wanted to get done. I'm just looking to see, I'd like to put something else there. No. Now, I know Sarah gave me some labels somewhere, and I can't remember where they are. Oops, everything's falling out. So now I'm starting to get in a mess. When I start to get in a mess, it's time to call it a day. I think I've got them here. So, yep. So, anyway, my list is already, it was already filled before even last year finished. So I'll work on those, and then when I'm at a point that I feel like I can comfortably take more orders without making people wait a ridiculous amount of time like I did last year, and that makes me feel worried, then I'll say, okay, I can have a few more orders, if you know what I mean. So, oh, here we go. I've got all these lovely things too. Could have a flip out. Could. Gotta wait. I love that. That's gonna. Oh, isn't it all just yummy? What Sarah gave me. Love that. That's just some paper. I don't know if she bought that or it was dyed. I know she told me. Look at these. Now these, oh, I don't know if these are from anybody. These she got from AliExpress, and then but to be fair, Sass didn't know about their naughtiness. So, I mean, one of those would have been nice, but they don't fit. Here, I'm starting to flap about. So it's probably time for me to, I think I like that. It's probably time for me to sign off. Oh, I quite like the words. I think I'm going to put those there. sign off. We'll just recap what I did. Probably not, I've probably gone too far up now. There we go. Okay, so that way I can regroup, and then I'll come back tomorrow and do some more. Oh, I really like it so far. So that's the front. Then I've made this a flip, and I'm probably going to put some of the boarding passes in there. I'm going to fix that up there. You know, my sister is quite new to making journals, and so it's all trial and error, like with what it was for me. I'll probably put some washi tape there or something. What happened was, rather than using fabric for this part, she put some cardboard thinking it was going to be stronger, but I think fabric would have been better, as Sarah noted herself. That's my first page. I love that. I mean, it's not hard to do this, is it? Because I was given so many beautiful things. So there's the first photograph. This is super fun. Okay, and then I'll go on to my next page, and that will be Dubai. Well, that's perfect for Dubai. And that's Sydney. I don't know if I'll put it there. There we go. Like, I could easily have something like that and that. Something like that. Yep, it'll be something like that with a bit of decoration. Yep, that's, oh, so I'll leave those like that, and I'll continue on tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and it's a good way to get back into things, and I will see you again. Bye. Oh, I'm having trouble turning you off. Just a second.